Welcome to MyLITV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. MyLITV starts now.
Using her master's in forensic psychology to create rich characters with in-depth stories, Amato continues pushing the reader to a dark world. Please join me in welcoming author of Steele Resolve and Melting Steel, Kimberly Amato, and special helper, Emily.
I had varying dreams and ideas that just wouldn't go away. It took me almost 2 years to finish writing it, accepting the vulnerability, and actually putting Steele Resolve out. It's about a detective, Jasmine Steele, ergo the title. She basically has had everything she's ever wanted. She lost her brother and her sister-in-law in a DWI, and the person was never brought to justice. Her nephew is all of a sudden her son, and her relationship falls apart. And it's about how humanity, how we have to deal with our own grief and somehow get through it and learn to live again, to still live, but yet help somebody else live through and help somebody else deal with that grief. All of a sudden, murders start happening. Her phone starts ringing and there's these weird people on the other end. And it all comes back to who killed her brother. And if she does not solve them, somebody else she loves dearly is going to die.
She is what I wish I could be in strength, but she also, the way she handles things, helps me get through things that in life I can't.
So standing up here is really humbling, but terrifying, because I have to answer questions about the story, and I have to, you know, people are curious, like you said, they've read book one, or maybe they've read online the stories and they've decided to come here to get 1 and 2. And they might have a question or two for me that I might not have even thought about or have an answer to. If there's been a mass murder or something, I was reading Pompeii in 3rd grade. You know, it's just always what I've done. If there was a story about, I think it was called Hunger, the book. It's a really old, obscure book, but it was about mutated sharks. I was like, hey, this is awesome. I was like in 4th grade and I'm reading about mutated sharks and Stephen King books, and teachers are like, don't you want to read something else?
What is new about the second book that's coming out?
It's mostly about the dark web. So in the dark web, you could buy drugs, you could buy people, you could hire hit people. So it really delves into that. There is an arc, though, that does start in book 1 that will go across book 2 and will end in book 3, which I'm currently tinkering with. I want to take a slight break of writing. Sure. Book 2 is all about how these other bodies are showing up and who has killed who and why. And so there's a lot of that, and there's also a body with no organs. I just want to throw that out there.
I've known Kim for a long time, actually, since we were teenagers. Well, she's a fun individual, certainly has a bit of a dark side, which I'm sure comes out in the books, but really just a very caring, good individual, and we've remained friends for a long time because of that.
I'm a big fan of like any kind of murder mystery, and I liked it because I felt like I got to know who the characters actually were. I felt like I was actually like with them whenever they were doing and what they were experiencing, and I just liked there was a couple little twists and turns in there that I wasn't quite expecting, and that always makes the book much more fun.
She kind of sucks you in. Like you can't help but just get interested in the characters and want to know what happens to them. It just sucks you in, and next thing you know, the book's over and you just want more.